Om Shanti. Good morning and a very warm welcome in fourth much awaited session of the webinar. I am feeling blessed that I have an opportunity to introduce beautiful spiritual soul, that is Dato Lakshmanan Ramatha from Malaysia. He holds a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering from Malaysia. He secured a Lee Kuan Yew fellowship to get a master's degree in management from Singapore. He mastered the subjects of meditation and spirituality taught at the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University, Mount Abu, India. He is a government officer from 1983 in Malaysian government. Mr. Ramatha garnered a vast experience, knowledge, and networking on policy analysis in various sectors such as energy, environment, biodiversity, forestry, and biosafety of genetically modified organisms. On an international front, he had worked closely with United Nations sectors on environment. He was instrumental in creating and bringing into force the Biosafety Act 2007 in Malaysia and established Malaysia's Biosafety Department and became its first Director General in 2010. He is a member of Compliance Committee of International Protocol of Convention of Biological Diversity. He always took an active role with various NGOs, extending his time and efforts on a voluntary basis. In 1989, Ramatha became the president of the Brahma Kumaris Malaysia. He is national coordinator of Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual University in Mount Abu, India. This is an accredited NGO under United Nations. He is a volunteer of Brahma Kumaris for past 38 years and is president for 32 years and oversees 50 Brahma Kumaris centers in Malaysia. He completed a most challenging task of the construction of the Brahma Kumaris Asia Retreat Center located in Dengkil, Malaysia. The center offers free self-empowerment and inner leadership courses to adults of all professional backgrounds. The courses help to build inner resilience through positive change by empowering innate qualities like peace, happiness, love, which are a key components for world peace. Now, I welcome Ramatha sir to express his views on spirituality.
First of all, I like to thank you, the organizers, for giving me this opportunity to speak about spirituality. I'm really impressed that the college is very alert about what are the needs of the youths today. You know, the problems in the world now and in the future are not going to be so easy to be handled. So therefore, it is very important that colleges like yours avail teachings of spirituality so that people can grow to become experts in their field, as well as become a complete human being who is able to solve his own personal
सब पानी में गया,
problem.
वहाँ ऊपर नहीं ना, वो डायरेक्ट कंप्यूटर शट हो जाता है।
Hello, can I proceed? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First, okay, I will talk about spirituality. What is spirituality? From my own life experience and from my practices. The key word in the word spirituality, you will find the word spirit. Spirit means soul. This we all know. So it is, spirituality is to know about the soul, to be the soul, to act according to the identity that I am a soul, and do our actions according to the laws of spirituality. This is very deep. You know, there are many yogis, they meditate for many years, and you know, the earth even cover their whole body. The earth and the insect eat up their body, but really focus on themselves as a soul, and they begin to finally realize that I am not this body, but I am a soul. So therefore, they never experienced any pain because of the attack by insects, etc. This is their discovery. So this discovery is very important in our life today. This is what the previous speaker also mentioned. This is truth. Soul is the truth. Body, we say, is falsehood. It changes. It's not eternal. You have to take different body every time. But the soul lives forever. It is eternal. And the quality of the soul is, it is full of abundance. You name it, what is it that is positive in the world? The soul has it in abundance. The soul has love inside, and today the people in the world, all level of people in the world, are really thirsting for love. Old people are thirsting for love, children thirsting for love, youths thirsting for love. But who is the one who is going to give them that love? I don't think there is any human being in the world who is capable of giving love all the time. He may be able to give love sometime because somebody has done a favor, or genuinely he wants to just share the love he has in him, and by him sharing, he feels more love coming to him. So if I realize that I am a soul, then I can have all these qualities. I don't have to be dependent on anybody. Rather, I can Then support everyone, because as I mentioned, the soul has abundance of love. The love never decreases. The more love you give, the more love you get. Similarly, in any other virtual soul, patience, the soul has plenty of patience. You will find in many of the stories, the scriptures, stories in the scriptures, people will describe certain characters in terms of that, oh, this is the person who has got so much of patience and he became famous for that. So we have all these qualities and we need these qualities now. And by having this quality, we can feel that I have attained something. In today's world, we talk very high about education. Oh, I have studied for this and that. But internally, they may not have attained much. What they have attained, there are many people who can attain. But to attain spirituality is really an effort that we have to do for long period of time. It's not that it is a degree in 4 years or PhD in 7 years, but it's something that you keep learning and you keep discovering. So the sages have discovered that they are souls, but where is the sharing? Here and there, the sharings are there. For us, we have an education system in the Brahma Kumaris where we teach about souls. I meet a student and then I say, who are you? He will say his name. Who are you? He will say, I'm an engineer. Who are you? He will say his father is this and I am his son. But all these are temporary. Who are you really? I am a soul. I am not this body. Then, now that I know, I understand that I am the body, and I understand that the discovery is that there's abundance of everything in this soul. Let me now, through a process of practice, emerge these qualities that are in the soul. So I think today there are a lot of knowledge about soul, about spirituality, but how do we attain that? That is quite lacking. So therefore, we will create a society. They may be very advanced in technology, but they may not be able to become a happy and a peaceful society. Because happiness and being peaceful, being powerful is not a subject that's taught in university or schools. That comes from the soul. That's our eternal, that's inherent qualities that we have to develop it. So to me, when when I look at somebody, we say, look at his spirituality. Look at his degree of spirituality. To what extent he is spiritual. Is spiritual little bit or mediocre or is highly spiritual. Look at his attainment. Spirituality is attainment. Spirituality is the fruit of the efforts that he has put all his life to discover that he is a soul and really feel that I am a soul, I am not this body. And as I am totally detached from the body, what is in the soul is truth. And what is truth? All the positive things in the world, all the qualities in the world. So if I have that kind of an experience, what else do I want in the world? So today, this truth, we can, a single ordinary person can learn this and he can practice it. I consider myself as a soul. I say that I am not this body. This body is just an instrument for me to do any action, but it is not me. People always talk about mind, oh, my mind is very confused. My mind is running here and there. Can you see the mind so that you can solve the problem? You cannot see it. You cannot see it. You can only feel it. Whatever the mind does, you can feel it. So the mind is actually part of the soul. When we have the knowledge of the soul completely, we can achieve so many things. The soul has got a faculty called mind. Mind creates thoughts. What are you now? You are what your thoughts are. If your thoughts are negative, then you are negative. If your thoughts are positive, then you are positive. But this mind, it is creative. The mind, like children, it does not know what is positive and what is negative. Does children know? Does babies know what is positive and negative? They don't know. It's only when the baby touches the fire, then it will realize, oh, something burns is fire. Like that, it learns over a period of time. So the mind is also like that. It likes to be very creative, very wild, positively and negatively. Therefore, your greatest enemy and your greatest friend is your mind. Right? Because if you think negative, you will become negative. And if you think positive, you will become positive. So your friend is not any other human being. Your friend is your mind. You must make your mind your friend. I must be able to develop the capability to be able to manage my mind. I'm not saying control my mind, manage my mind. That's one aspect. So if I know about, if I'm in a soul conscious state and I allow my mind to imagine, to visualize, the mind can make something living and you can get the feelings of the thing that is living. And that feelings you can transfer into yourself. So creativity is good in terms of positivity because it creates feelings, lots of feelings. Second quality is the ability to do analytical things. The logics, how to think in a logical way so that you can make very good decisions. Just now we mentioned soul is truth. And if you want to make a decision, what do you look for? What is truth? What is ultimate truth? Not scientific truth. For example, we look at people as Hindus, Muslims, Christians, etc., etc., etc. But the truth is, Christianity is a religion, Hinduism is a religion. They are looking at the religion, but not the reality that they all are souls. They just taken different body and it happens that they are in different religion. In the practical reality is, we are souls and God our creator is a supreme soul. So it is a family of supreme soul and souls. That is what the truth is. But we look at people based on their body, and therefore we separate them, we differentiate them, and we are not able to maintain good vision. So I'm saying that whatever decision I make in my life, if the vision is based on body, if the vision is based on material, that's not really accurate decision. It may be an accurate decision to some degree, but is in total, in long term, it is not an accurate decision. So we have that capability inside us. I can make accurate decision, and therefore, what is the benefit for me? My karmic accounts will always be positive. And my life will always be happy. Whatever I do, at the moment of doing something that gives happiness to others, who is the person who is happy first? It's me. So, with a clear intellect, with the knowledge of the soul is able to make accurate decision. And yet there is a third one that's called habits. We all have habits. And many times we are controlled by our habits. Logic says shouldn't do. Mind says, but it tastes good. So the mind power has become so strong, and you make a wrong decision. But if I am soul conscious, then the soul has the full strength because it knows the truth. It will hold to the truth, and the mind can talk to the intellect can talk to the mind in such a manner that the mind will listen to the intellect. It's not directing the mind. No, you don't direct children. You talk to children with love, they will do. Similarly, we can talk nicely to the mind, and the mind will listen to the intellect, because intellect says, hey, you have a higher benefit by listening to me. If you don't listen, then you will have some benefit, but that benefit will damage you. For example, people take drugs, smoke or something. And the third thing I say, habit. Yeah. So habit is, when I realized that I am a soul, I have access to the natural qualities of the soul, which is totally free from any element of impurity. God is pure, soul is pure. That's why people say soul is always pure. Because the original quality of the soul is purity. Purity, happiness, love, cheerfulness, power, tolerance, patience, courage, so many things we can say. All this is why I say abundance of our needs are there in the soul. So these three things, they can work together and make very good decisions, and our life can become very, very successful. So today, a person who is learning meditation, learning to practice soul consciousness, he has to make effort. But effort for what? That our aim now is, I'm sure all of you will agree, the aim now is, hey, I have to transform myself. I can't just keep talking and talking and talking and no transformation is happening in me. Who is going to listen to you? I have to transform myself. What transformation? From being negative with bad characters, being weak, I want to transform myself to become someone who is strong, who is positive, who is good. Meaning to say, I am going to activate the good things in my soul and deactivate the bad things in my soul. It is within my power. My power comes from the soul. My power comes from the power of detachment of the soul from the body. So bodily thinking will not affect the soul. So we can bring that transformation, and then when we bring that transformation, we are said that you have transformed to whatever degree or to a certain degree. Even that much of transformation is quite sufficient for me to be happy. I'm always happy, and I want to give what I have. I want to share what I have. It doesn't cost me anything. I can donate so much. I don't have much money, so I cannot donate money. If I donate money to you, I'm not sure whether you will really use the money in a worthwhile way. But I can donate happiness to you. I am happy in feeling happy. If I'm talking like this for some time and look at your good qualities and tell you, hey boy, this is what it is, not that. I motivate you. You see, I'm sharing my happiness to you and you will feel happy also. Like this, we, through our life pattern, through doing everything positive, we can really bring a lot of transformation into others also. So I have transformed. I became an instrument to bring transformation in others. So this transformation is not enough. This existing spirituality is not enough. What we need today is sustainable spirituality. There are many people who learn the spiritual things and they practice for a while and then they say, this is not for me. They run away. This is not for me. But we should learn in such a manner, steady progress, gradually, little by little, and then reach a point that my spirituality is sustainable. A sustainable spirituality means that in whatever situation you will not be affected by the situation around you. People may say all kind of negativity about you, but you will have the power not to accept anything they say about me. Whatever they say is their opinion. And I will say, I know about me, who I am and what I am. And that's enough for me. So like this, you will be able to learn and find a way of thinking so that you don't, so that the negative force that comes, you twist it and by your own power of positivity. Don't accept it. And as I mentioned, truth, there's so much of knowledge under the category of truth. The whole scope of life is the knowledge of truth. So much of knowledge is there, and we have to continue to study, continue to mainly do meditation, because the soul has discovered that it is soul, it is beyond death, there is no death for it. So I'm not worried about that because I know that I am a soul and I got everything with me. And with that, the soul also can connect with the Supreme Soul. It will then take more energy from the Supreme Soul. This is called meditation. This is called yoga. The soul is connected to the Supreme Soul. In yoga, that the soul, when it is connected to the Supreme Soul, it is charged. Look at the battery. When you charge the battery is more, the power is more, and then you use, and then come back, you charge again. Like that, we have to charge our soul by remembering the Supreme Soul, and in that way you pull the positive qualities in the Supreme Soul towards yourself. The Supreme Soul is full of His almighty authority, and He never takes anything from us. He wants to give everything He has to us. But the only question is, do I have the ability to retain what He gives me? I don't have. We have to grow. The more we grow, the more we will be able to take. The more we grow, the more we will be able to take. So it will be on the basis of that principle. But as far as the Supreme Soul is concerned, He is our Creator. He has a lot of care for us. That He wants to see every child becomes like the Father, and He is opened His heart and is giving and giving. But we have not learned the method of taking. We, by thinking that we are the body, we always ask for God, God give me this. God solve this problem. We become like a beggar. We are asking. But God says, why are you asking? I am your Father. I am Supreme Soul. You just take it. Just become. The imbibation is as simple as that. Realize that you are a soul and imbibe whatever you want to imbibe. Look at God, look at God's quality, and talk to yourself, I also have that quality because He is my Creator. So therefore, I want to start feeling. If He is powerful, I want to start feeling that I am as powerful as the Father. I am becoming powerful like my Father. And start feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. You may not even know what is powerful. But if you keep saying, I am powerful like my Father, keep saying and keep making it living, you will really feel yourself to be a powerful person. Powerful means not going and fighting, Don't be mistaken. Powerful means the ability to mold yourself. Negativities are coming, but I have the power to mold myself. I don't want to rebut. I don't want to fight. I don't want to debate. I just mold myself and keep myself cool. He can say whatever he wants to say because we have the power within us. Of course, then we have the duty that we must be able to sustain it for a long period of time. So therefore, we have to read a lot of materials. We have to listen to lots of classes so that our soul, even though there is so much of richness, but this richness are inside and it need to be activated, meaning to say that the soul now must say, yes, I have got it. Yes, I have got it. Yes, this is mine. We have to say that. Only when you say that, then these qualities inside will become living and we will be able to sustain our transformation. Our thoughts will be spiritual, positive. Our words will be spiritual. Our action will be spiritual. Even thought spiritual will give you a lot of feelings. But if we become words, then we speak words with feelings. Then we do action with feelings. When you do so many things with feelings, will you get tired? No. Anything that you do with a lot of positive feelings, you will not get tired. In fact, when you do something with a lot of good feelings, your energy increases multiple times. Therefore, for students, for business people. If you have got, if you learn meditation, you are able to take out your spiritual qualities. You can do a lot of things for people without feeling tired of doing something. No, it's not only spirituality. Spirituality also includes spirituality, soul, supreme soul, two elements. But together with that, we also have spiritual law. Spiritual law, like anything new will become old will be destroyed, then something new will come. It's always cyclic. Law of karma, law of karma says, good or bad, it is because of you. It comes from you. In practical reality, maybe somebody is trying to damage me, but the spiritual understanding is that's because of your karmic account. The moment you think like that, you cool down and then see how to manage the problem so that you don't increase karmic account. Most importantly, you don't end up doing a karma based on negative qualities. We will make mistake. I will make thousands of mistakes I have made, but there is a learning process that if we have this understanding, really we will pay a lot of attention, and then we will become a good person, and we will know the difference between truth and untruth, falsehood. And so our life will always be guided. Also, always remember, what is to happen will happen. You do what is your best. You cannot say, if what is to happen will happen, then why I should do? It's not like that. The law of karma says, without you doing something, the law of karma cannot reward you. So let me do something so that law of karma rewards me. Let me do my best, but if the outcome is not what I expected, then you say that this is your karmic account. What is to happen first, it is happening. But your good karmas are not wasted. It's just waiting for the right time to come and benefit you. And also on sustaining spirituality, application of spirituality. We have to apply really in life. For example, do you sometimes feel disrespected? Somebody says something and you feel that feeling, that I was not respected. I'm sure many of you feel. What is the reason why you feel that? Because he didn't respect me? No, it's not that. You feel that because you have ego in you. If I have humility in me, whatever people say, as I mentioned earlier, I have the power of humility, and I don't worry to listen about what he's saying, because I know who I am and what I am. My humility protects. Positivity protects. That is why when you have arguments, when Maya comes, Maya basically is negative things. Yeah. When the negative things come through somebody, it's not that you two have to become negative and fight that person or argue with the person. No. He may be negative. The only way to be safe from the attack of the negativity is you have to become positive. You just have to become very clear about your self-respect. Your self-respect. His words doesn't make me feel small. God's words on me, my own thoughts on me is so great that I am not affected by what people have to say. You see, now we are able to, we applied in our life, and when we apply like this many times, you can really see that you are able to sustain spirituality. Do you sometimes feel hurt? You got hurt because you have expectations. Because you think that people must only praise me. Nobody should defame me. Watch out, don't defame me. No, we cannot control people. You can control yourself. You cannot control people. So let people defame you and tell yourself, no matter what that comes in front of me, I want to be me. I want to be the authentic me. I am a soul. I am God's child. I am abundance in whatever I need. Let me use that. Let me praise myself with all these things. Then you will become very strong. Some people will say, you know, I am working here for so many years. Nobody says hello to you. You know, nobody says hello to you. Why people don't say hello to you? Why should they say? The question is, did you say hello to them? You are not. Most of the time you will find that the one who never says hello to somebody will think that how come people are not saying hello to me? What you give is what comes back to me. Some will come back immediately. Some will come back at later part of your life. You know, so like this, we must always practice in every opportunity the spirituality that you have accumulated, the spirituality that you are continuously building. And finally, I like to mention one aspect of literature. You know, when I was small, I used to listen to these words. No, do not. It's in Tamil. Yeah, Madiyadan Vasal Midiyade. It means in English. It means do not step into a house of a person who does not respect you. Do not step into a house of a person who does not respect you. Do you think that's right? Yeah. This is advice of our forefathers. No, if they don't respect you, you don't go. You don't mix. You don't mix, because at that time, the situation of the society was such that the teachings were, if somebody behaves like this, keep yourself away from that person. But today, the whole world is somebody who can bring a lot of damage. So whom am I going to keep myself away? So therefore, the way to look at this is, if that person doesn't respect me, does it mean that I shouldn't respect that person? Is it the law? No. Even law of karma doesn't say that. If I am really internally very strong and I going to meet a person who is used to be my enemy, and then I start talking to him, if I speak good words about him, will he say bad things about me? Maybe. I keep saying good words about him. Will he continue to say these things? When I am saying something good, I really mean it. So when you really mean it about something and share with somebody, that really enters the heart of the person, and that person will change. To me, if what is our duty in this world? Our duty is to serve people. Serve what? Serve food? No, there are other people who can serve food. Money? Yeah, there are other people who can give money. We want to give people very good feelings of love, of respect, of regard, that the moment we give that person, immediately you can see that the energy is building inside and his face becomes very cheerful. This is what we want to do. This is the greatest donation, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I want to share this, that we should really meet all kind of people and really help them to transform themselves, to become aware of the soul, to tell them about, to educate them about the soul, so that they can understand, and they also make that effort to realize that I am a soul. Of course, it will take some time, and nothing can happen overnight. And then they subsequently will be able to bring the change in others. So you may have a lot of, in the literature, a lot of spiritual values, but spiritual knowledge is unlimited. There's no book which can say, this is all about spirituality. No. There's no limit to spirituality. There's no limit to the values that the soul has got in terms of quantum and in terms of number. So therefore, when we become soul conscious, we will be able to really experience all these values that has been mentioned in the literatures. On that note, my passing word is, the highest spiritual principle is transform yourself before you can transform others. Become an example. That's it. Just leave it. Become an example. Don't tell somebody you have to become like this. You first become and remain. So, Om Shanti, and thank you so much for patiently listening to this talk, and I hope all of you benefit from this talk. Om Shanti.
Thank you very much, sir. Your last words, they are very charged ones, that we have to transform ourselves at first before we can transform others. I want to reiterate some points you have conveyed. To be the soul, do our action according to spirituality. Connection of soul consciousness and qualities of love, patience will come automatically. Without the knowledge of soul, spirituality is difficult. Creation of voiceless society. Don't look at people's religion, but look at their soul. We are family of souls and supreme soul. Create positive karmic accounts. Soul is pure. Transformation from body to soul to be happy is important. Application of spirituality in daily life is must. Spirituality has no limits. And I would like to thank you from the team of our college and our institution. Thank you very much.